Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Hope you all doing good. So I came with a new interesting topic, the first empire. So let us discuss about the empires, like how they used to occupy the kingdoms and how they used to sacrifice their lives for the kingdom and all. Okay. So first, can you guess who is he? He is none other than Alexander. Okay, the name came for him, the Alexander the Great. Okay, so Alexander III of Macedon, commonly known as Alexander the Great, was a king of the ancient Greek kingdoms of Macedon and a member of the Argead dynasty. He was born in Pella in 356 BC and succeeded his father Philip II to the throne at the age of 20. So, for the throne, they used to kill the close relatives and all. Okay, so they used to be in that way. Now, he is a great person, a Chandragupta Maurya. So, we all know about the Chandragupta Maurya. He belongs to a Nandas, had a powerful army, they were unpopular with the people. Chandragupta Maurya was the founder of the Mauryan Empire in the Asian India. He was taught and counseled by the philosopher Chanakya, who had great influence in the formation of his empire. Now, can you guess who is he? He is Bindusara. He is Chandragupta's son. He succeeded him to the throne. During the Bindusara's reign, the Mauryan Empire extended as far as Mysore in the south. Bindusara also Amitraghatha or Amitra Charts was the second Mauryan Empire of India. He was the son of the dynasty's founders Chandragupta and the father of its most famous ruler Ashoka. Okay, now let us discuss about Ashoka. Yes, Ashoka the Great. He born in 268 to 32 BC. Ashoka, the most famous of all Mauryan rulers, was the first king to unify India, also known as Ashoka the Great. He served as the governor Taxila or Taxasila and Ujjain. Ashoka, also known as Ashoka the Great, was an Indian emperor of the Mauryan dynasty who ruled almost all of the Indian subcontinents from 263 to 32. He is a very great person. He just realized in the Kalinga war, when the Ashoka governed his empire well, Kalinga was the only kingdom that was not controlled by the Mauryans. It was important to conquer as it controlled the routes to South India and the Southeast Asia by the land and sea. Ashoka realized the importance of Kalinga and a historic battle for Kalinga was fought. This war changed Ashoka's life, for though Kalinga was conquered, the loss was very heavy. Ashoka was horrified when he saw the violence and bloodsheds, and he decided not to fight war anymore. Then he started following the Buddha's philosophies, and he started writing on each and every wall about the Buddhism, about how we have to be, and without harming the people, he started maintaining the kingdoms. So, in the Kalinga war, he realized after seeing all the deaths of the soldiers, and he realized why we have to kill each other for the kingdoms and all. And then Ashoka just changed his mind. Till then he used to be cruel while doing the wars and all. He just want, the concept is they wanted to occupy the kingdom. That is his concept. Okay. So about Ashoka, was a king who gave up the conquest after winning a war. He became a follower of the Buddha and devoted the rest of his life to his dhammas. Okay, dhamma is a prakrit form of the Sanskrit word dharma. Okay, so non-violence. So after this Kalinga war, he changed his attitude and he followed Buddha's points and all. Okay, so this is what about Ashoka, and we'll continue in the next topic. Hope you all understood what about these three topics, right? Thank you so much. Have a nice day, students.